back to the channel. Well, in this video, we're going to talk about the high pressure fuel pump failure symptoms. So that way, if it is happening to your BMW N54, so then you'll know exactly some of the codes and everything that are associated with that. So in this video, we're going to go over that just so you can be more in the know. Now, your high pressure fuel pump does fuel your injectors. You have your low pressure fuel pump that's down underneath your rear seats here that sends fuel up. It gets to the high pressure fuel pump that's right underneath the intake manifold. That shoots it up to the injectors as far as quite a bit high of PSI. First and foremost, you guys have to really look at your SES codes and even your check engine codes. Now, using a proper BMW scan tool, so you can, of course, you can use your JB4, MHD, or if you have Pro Tool is a very good tool because it reads it just like IMPA, so you have that. Any proper BMW diagnostic tool, Bavarian Technic, I also have that too. Anything other than going down to, let's say, AutoZone and getting a generic code reader, or even one of those really cheap ones that you can get on Amazon, those are going to be tailored to actual BMW. So you can have some shadow fault codes, which will show symptoms of high pressure fuel pump that you can see on there, and anything else that's on your car. But the matter of the point, using a proper scan tool so that way you can see if you have any of these codes. High pressure fuel pump symptoms are somewhat consistent as far as you're going to have really long cranks. So you hit that start button and it cranks and then fires up, like it goes a little bit longer than normal. It's kind of like, okay, maybe something's going on with that. But, you may be thinking, okay, what is BMW going to do for this? What they do for the high pressure fuel pump is 10 years or 120,000 miles. Usually that's whichever comes first, and that's on the N54. So depending on what year you were produced and everything, you're most likely going to be already out of that because, like I said, they'll go either or. And when BMW puts these recalls out there, they get pretty much all the cars in right away. And this is, this goes back many years. So there is a likely chance that your car has already been in there for that. But I never want to tell anybody not to try, because I'm always the type of person that will hey, I'm gonna call the dealer because I'm within that spec as of right now. I'm gonna see what they say because I'm having these symptoms. Definitely call your dealership if you really think that you have any of these codes that I'm about to list off for you, and you're having these symptoms, or that you already previously checked it, so to do that. So let me show you the engine bay, where exactly the high pressure fuel pump is, and we'll go over those fault codes that may pop up for you when you're starting up your car and even driving. All right, coming over to my car here. Of course, I have the trickle charger on since I do not drive hardly at all. That's the perks about working from home here. But your high pressure fuel pump is right there. That's what it looks like. It's down underneath the intake manifold. So of course it is hard to get to. You have to remove the intake manifold and then, and then take off all the lines. But it connects there. You have that. It goes to your fuel sensor and then back on out through. So some codes that you're going to get the 2FBF. So that's going to be your fuel pressure at injection. 2FBE, fuel pressure after motor stop. 29DC, cylinder injection switch off. 29E2, fuel injection rail. You're gonna get some possible misfire codes. And of course, you're gonna get low pressure and high pressure fuel pump system. So that's kind of like one of the main ones, right? It's gonna sense that you have some low pressure. It's gonna say HPFP, high pressure fuel pump, as far as acronyms go. So that's some of the codes that you guys are gonna get as far as using the scan tool goes.
Outside of codes, data logging is definitely key. So using a JB4 or even MHD, you can data log to see if your high pressure fuel pump is failing or not. It has a certain spectrum of PSI that it needs to reach to be able to make sure that it's running correctly. So just a simple data log can tell you exactly if it's failing or not. So get out there, do some data logging, check out my video if you have not seen that as of yet.
All right, well, that does it for today. I wanted to give you guys some insight as far as what to expect if your high pressure fuel pump does go out. Now, the main problem is it's just an engineering fault as far as on BMW, just how they manufacture the high pressure fuel pump. That goes with a lot of stuff. Take injectors, for example. They've gone through 12 different revisions of injectors just to still get it right. And so far it's been great having index 12 injectors. But it's a lot of these things that have popped up. Now my car has been out of warranty the entire ownership that I've had for over 5 years now, and I've done nothing but DIY on it, and I have not taken it to the dealer for any kind of service stuff. I had to replace the injectors, which I did that DIY. If you guys want to check that out, I'll post it up here at the top. Stuff like that. Any kind of main DIYs, main fault things that go on with BMW that get pretty expensive to replace, I'm here to help offer that for you guys, and that's why I started this channel. That is for today. Thanks for stopping in. As always, big thumbs up on this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks, and hope you have a great day.